Declutter your mind, develop into you. Trust in his word, that's the best you can do. Learn every day, hear what I say. Hi ladies, today's video is the road to authenticity. Now, I was actually inspired by the title or to do this video because I bought this book for my daughter, Seraphina. She's 6. To be honest with you, this book is, I would say it's more catered towards like 8-year-old up. But we had a Faith Girls book. I don't remember where, that is it, Faith Girls. You should be able to see it there. We had a Faith Girls book before, and I can't remember where we got it from, but I just knew, do you know what, I like these little books, so I slyly bought it for myself. I'm sure some other parents can relate. You know, sometimes you buy something for the kids, but it's really for you. But I digress. So basically, I was inspired by that, and it's called Everybody Tells Me to Be Myself, but I Don't Know Who I Am. And I thought, isn't that lovely? Because how many adults go through the same thing? All right, so the first thing is, what stops us from being ourselves? The first thing is comparing, you know, social media. Oh, look at what they have. Look what this person has. I don't have this. Oh, it's a competition. Oh, this person has a social life. All right. Oh, I've gone out to eat. Let me take a picture just so that people see that I've got a social life too. You know, like sometimes there's this competition and stuff like that with social media that can breed that comparing and stuff like that. You know, we've all been there, or we've seen it done as well. It just kind of comes with the territory. I've said here, I think social media is a blessing. I'm using a social media platform to communicate right now, but it's just that with Instagram in particular, Facebook, all these things, sometimes I've just seen where it's like, okay, where even me, I feel like, well, unless I'm really doing an event or something, I ain't really got nothing to say, because for me, it just feels like, who really cares? Like, I see people all the time talking into the camera, and for me, that feels weird. I know it sounds funny, but like, this setup for me is all right because I've prepared. I've said, okay, this is what I'm coming to talk about. But just to walk and, yeah, so hi guys, yeah, you know, just did my hair and that. Just had some, you know, tomato soup for lunch. Something simple, you know, we're having, you know, just some simple foods at the moment. Yeah, this is these are the shoes that I'm wearing, and you know, this was on my mind. Like, it just feels funny to me. It just feels funny to me to like be doing that. So, you know, and I'm not saying it to take the mick. I enjoy when other people do it. Like, if I care for them, then I care what they're talking about. But for me, I just think, who cares? Like, oh yeah, you know, but you never know, I may get into it. But anyway, it's just a lot of, oh, I need to say something and whatever. We know how that goes. Comparing, I say all that to say comparing. The second thing that stops us from being ourselves is people pleasing. Please check my video on Be Nice and Say No. And I've mentioned boundaries on this channel so many times. But yeah, people pleasing, when you have no boundaries, everything is yes, because you feel like you need to say yes. The third thing is keeping up, feeling like you need to keep up with the Joneses. Oh, this person has this, so I need to get that. You don't even like, or you're not even into the thing, but hey, everybody's doing it, everybody's talking about this, so you know, I got to keep up. Negative self-talk. You know, how can you truly blossom and be yourself if you're always putting yourself down? Oh, I'm stupid, I'm dumb, I've done it again. Oh, I can't do this, I can't do that. You can't you can't be yourself because it's just too much negativity. You're sinking. Excuses. Oh, you know, I kind of thought, but you know, oh yeah, I was gonna do that today, but I was tired. And excuses. And trying to be a perfectionist. And I think I've mentioned this on the channel before, but if you haven't heard it, please listen up. Perfectionism is just a nice way, it's just a dressed up form of procrastination. That's what perfectionism really is. Yeah, you know, sometimes we fool ourselves into thinking, yeah man, I'm a perfectionist, you know, and we wear it as a badge of honor, but it's really just procrastination. Just get on with it. Yeah, just get on with it. That's something that I've learned as well. You know, like trying my hand at being an entrepreneur. If you wait until like every single thing, let's just wait until every single thing, you know, like you'll never just get out there and get on with it. You can't be a perfectionist. Sometimes you just got to launch. You just got to go out there not knowing everything, and then you learn as you go along. But You know, look at how many success stories you've seen. Like, sometimes we only see the finished product, but if you knew their story, you'd see how many times they created things and it didn't work out. I'm sure I was reading, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'll have to double check, the man who created Hoover. I'm sure that he came out with some models and stuff before that didn't really make the cut, and as he got along, you know, he got better and better and better, and now he's a billionaire. There's so many stories like that. If I'm wrong about that one, there's so many stories, but check it out. All right, so those are some things that stop us from being ourselves. So I've just got 2 simple tips here on being more authentic. The first thing is spiritual and the second is practical. So for spiritual, I've put here, sometimes people use authenticity as an excuse to be rude or just quit things. So what I mean, oh, I'm just straight talking because, you know, this is me, this is who I am, and I'm just going to talk. Like, I yearn to be a more straightforward person. With this platform, I'm trying my best to be more straightforward, but you know, you can still have tact, you can still exercise wisdom with certain things. And also in life, you don't have to, I've learned, you don't have to share every single opinion. Like, some opinions, it's just best for you to just say to your spouse and leave it there, because sometimes you might say something, you might say a joke, whatever it is, and it's like, oh man, that was actually really inappropriate, but it was funny though, innit? But you know, you're just gonna leave it right there. We gonna leave it in the room, okay? But nowadays with social media, it's like the whole world is your bedroom. Like, we don't have to share every single thought, you know? So just because you're being authentic, you can still exercise a little tact and that. Do you know what I mean? You don't have to, I'm doing a little jig there, I like that. I'm really feeling excited today, you know? I don't know what it is. And I was feeling a bit tired earlier, but you know. All right. And another thing is, when you say using authenticity as an excuse to quit things. So what would be an example of this? I don't know. So recently we started the girls in swimming and gymnastics. So let's just say one of them said, oh, you know, I don't really feel like swimming is for me. Well, the way how me and my husband see it right now, it's like, listen, you're doing your swimming, you're doing your gymnastics because the extra physical activity is good for you, yeah? And for myself and my husband, we've had conversations where we said, you know what, I regret not like just sticking with this or sticking with that. I should have stuck with this, I should have stuck with that. So for us, we're like, for our girls, let's get them in the habit of being committed, of being consistent from now, instead of just saying, oh, this didn't feel natural to me, or I didn't feel up to it, so I just quit. That's not authenticity. That's either being lazy or fearful or whatever. But you know, just be careful what you're branding as authenticity. So this is why it's important to include spiritual growth on your journey towards authenticity. So Jesus, prayer, Bible study, read your Bible, pray every day. For me, my most authentic self, my best self, is when I'm reflecting Jesus Christ. That's the honest truth. But that's when I'm living my best life. To me, you know, yes, living your best life is achieving your goals, having fun. I understand those type of sentiments, taking care of yourself. But for me, the best type of life to live is an obedient life, because guess what? You can go to sleep and you don't have to wake up the next day thinking, oh man, oh, what did I do? Oh, what did I do last night? Oh, I'm full of so much regret. Like, that's, to me, that's not living your best life. And social media again has us fooled, because we see a lot of people living their best life and we think, oh man, I want a slice of the pie. But you don't really know what's going on. And something that my husband always says is, everybody always knows who they are when they go to sleep at night. So you might be seeing this, yeah, you're right, and that, yeah, you might be seeing all of that, but at nighttime, people know what they've done, what they're doing to get in certain positions. Even the other day, I might do a video on it, I don't know, but it's been discussed already. Like, there's actually something going on where certain influencers are known as like going to Dubai, and they're doing certain things that are quite grotesque, if I can use that word. Is that, I think that's the right context. They're doing some grotesque and nasty things, and then they're coming on social media doing their thing, and you're thinking, oh wow, they're living their best life. But these times they're, you know, well, just in case you're watching the video with a child around, I won't say, but yeah, my videos aren't for children, so you put 2 and 2 together in that. So spiritual, in terms of becoming more authentic, draw closer to him. Practical, so think about what comes naturally to you. You know, what are you naturally good at? This is not to say that things can't be worked on, but just pay attention to those things and try new things. You'll be surprised when you actually try new things. You're like, wow, I kind of like that. And one thing that just came to mind is, I remember years ago, I said, oh, I'd never go on a horse because, you know, look what happened to, what was his name? Was it Christopher Reeves, that Superman? He went on the horse and he got disabled. Like, you may laugh, but when you're a fearful person like myself, you'll come up with all of these excuses to not do things, yeah? And I remember we went on a group trip to Cornwall. I went horse riding and I was like, wow, this is amazing. I wish I had done it more, done it sooner. You never know. What are your hobbies? Try and implement a hobby. I remember, like, maybe last year I thought, oh yeah, hobbies sound cute, but I don't have time for any hobbies. But you know what? You have time for whatever you make time for. Yeah, so just do it. Just find a hobby and do it. Just enjoy something. It doesn't have to have any strings attached. It doesn't have to make you any money. Just do something for the fun of it, for the passion of it, you know, to do something different in your life. And also think about, what were you interested in as a child? You know, like, you'll be surprised how many times, like, people realized, you know what, I knew what I kind of wanted to do from the age of 3 or 6, but people discourage them, or they get discouraged by life. Maybe they make bad decisions and they lose heart, or they're just not consistent. They're not sticking with the discipline to just do the thing, because so many times we're focused on the goal, but like that discipline, my husband was saying the other day, it's really about that discipline. It's really about sticking at it, because that sometimes even means more than the actual thing. Because, you know, the reason why I say that is, look how many times you've heard people say, oh yeah, I had this award, I had that award, oh, and I still wasn't happy. It's that character building, yeah? Think, what were you interested in as a child? So a verse of encouragement today is John chapter 8, verse 32. And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. So when we talk about, I'm going to live my truth, I'm going to speak my truth, yeah, there's one who's really true and he reigns above all, yeah, Jesus. But when you really live in truth, like when you really want to get to know who you are, you're asking God, reveal yourself to me, reveal myself to me, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Hey, because we've all got it. That is the freedom. So I hope you have a beautiful day. Bye, ladies.